next comic come to the stage is the mastermind behind this whole tour. Give it up for the one, the only Raghu.
Keep it going for Rishi. He's available for babysitting. Spent a lot of time with my kids and my mom. Not my mom, sorry. Missed that. My wife just said that my daughter said, "Hey, Mom, I want a fucking cookie." So where do you think she got that from? So my name is Raghu, all right? So I know what you guys are thinking already, okay? All right, and I got some big news for everybody. You guys want to hear it? Yeah. Big news! We just had a baby. Yeah, we just had a baby. So thank you. And for the last 9 months, I was Raghu and she was Prego. So that's how that works. Yeah, that's right. We got a big Prego fan up there. That's good. You know, my name, I get a lot of shit for my name, right? The first thing anybody ever says, you know, when I say, "Hey, what's your name?" Say, "Oh, it's Raghu." "Oh, you mean like the sauce?" Right? I know what you guys thought that, right? I should do the same thing. "What's your name?" "John." "Oh, you mean like the shitter?" So mine's not the worst name out there. There are worse names, okay? You got to do your research. There was a guy in my MBA class, his name was Ahem. His name was Ahem. Isn't that a sound? The sound you make? And he had a naming ceremony. Indians know about that? You guys know about that naming ceremony? Yeah. And both families get together and they have to name this baby. Is going to have this name for the rest of their life. It's so quiet, and all of a sudden in the back row, somebody goes, and the dad is just like excited. He said, "That is it! That's the name. Write it down. It's Ahem. Emphasis on H." Thank God he didn't fart. Would have been worse. Scratch that. Akbar. Or maybe Yusuf. Depending on what kind, you know. So, yeah, he got that. Yeah, that's my friend right now. Yeah. So yeah, man, my parents come to visit me a lot, and our kids, and they do this really annoying thing, you guys. They compare me to all the Indian kids in the spelling bee. Not math students or science students, the spelling bee. And it's always the same. You guys ever watch a spelling bee before? Go watch it? Yeah, it's on ESPN. And it's always the same shit every time. You got 50 Asians, 100 Indians, and one really scared white kid in the back row just shitting a brick. Hoping like NASCAR is one of the words. I like the part where the Indian kid gets a word wrong because it's unexpected. And he walks over to their parents and they give him this hug to the side. You guys ever gotten a side hug before from somebody? It's really uncomfortable, as if to say, "I like you, but fuck you." And give him that hug because they can't beat him on national TV, you know? It'd be really bad, really bad. Clap it up if you've been to India. All the brown people, some white people. That's cool. Yeah, I love India. I like the shopping there. You know, it's pretty cool. But I don't like the malls and all that. I like the street market where the fake, all the fake stuff, like Jokleys, the Frada, the Folex, Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl jerseys, all that stuff. Got a few Falcons fans upset. That's okay. It's all right. So this guy came up to me, and he had these leather whips on his shoulder because he wanted to sell me one, right? So he comes up to me and says, "Would you like a whip?" I said, "No, I don't want a whip." "Why don't you take one? You can use it." I was like, "What am I going to use a whip for?" So, "I don't know. Maybe you can gift it to someone." He wanted me to give a whip as a gift. And then I asked him who. He said, I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking here, but You can give it to your parents. All right, let me tell you something. He wanted me to give a leather whip to my very Indian parents. White people, I know how it is when you're young. What happened when you got in trouble? You got sent up to your room, right? Yeah? I got sent up to my room too, only they beat me up the stairs. So I can't give them a whip. My dad will use it on me because I can't spell NASCAR. That's how that works. So you guys all got kids. That's cool. A lot of people with kids. I got 2 kids. My 5-year-old is in kindergarten. She's really smart, you guys, because all the other kids are beating up each other, eating paste, learning their ABCs. My daughter is making fake IDs for the rest of the kids. Yeah. She doesn't charge much, so, you know, she's really smart. So we got 2 kids, and they're really cute, okay? And everybody thinks their kids are cute, right? We think our kids are cute. But I was really glad because when I looked out into the world and see all these ugly kids, and I got scared. Yeah, hear me out. We knew this one couple. They have an ugly kid, and I don't know. You can't look him in the eye. He's like asking you questions. You don't know what to do. They invited us over to see the baby. You guys all got that, right? Yeah, see the baby. See the baby. We did. Went over. When you go up to the crib, you're all excited, right? You're like, oh my God, we're gonna see this cute little huggable, lovable baby. You look in the crib and you see Danny DeVito. Does that ever happen? Yeah. Who likes Christmas? Anybody? Are you a big Christmas fan? I love Christmas. I can't wait for Christmas, and a lot of Indians celebrate it, you know, especially my family. My dad dresses up as Santa Claus. Yeah. You know how I knew it was him? Because he would go like this. Ha, ha, ha! Happy Christmas! Pronouncing the T. It's a whole mess. I write all my gifts on a list, right? And they always get the cheapest one. 'Cause, yeah. My dad has a 6th sense for cheapness. He'll just wake up in the middle of the night. He'll just go, I see discounts. 6th sense for him. My other favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day. Do you guys celebrate that here? Yeah. It's a big, billions of people? Yeah. I mean, it's the greatest thing. Just imagine this in Chicago. 1 billion people, they gather near the river. There's 4 corners to meet at, and they color the river green, okay? Just picture that. A sea of people. Here's a strategy. Go there in a group. Don't meet people there. You can't. I'll tell you why. Because people always ask me where I am, and I always like to fuck with them. Where are you? I don't see you! I'm near the river. I'm on the corner here. I'm in green. Let me tell you something. There was only one Indian that was even close to being Irish. And that's my friend Arish. All right? That's how that works. Who's married here? You guys are married. Look married. Can I ask you something, sir? Are you good at arguing with your wife? No, honest man. Honest man right here. Who else is good at arguing with their wife? Any husbands? Nobody? Nobody bold enough to answer this? This guy was. Because I got into an argument with my wife once. We got right there? All right, I don't believe you. So here's the thing. I got into an argument with my wife, all right? This is what happened. This was when my wife was pregnant in her 3rd trimester. She asked me the question that traps men. Do I look fat in this dress? And I said, but you're pregnant. It's not good. You guys ever play escape room? This is no escape room. You piss off your wife, you're going nowhere. All right, so I got some advice for all the men here. Arguing with a woman is like talking to a service representative on the phone. All conversations are being recorded internally for training and quality purposes and can be used in the future. All right, you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I love watching movies. You guys love watching movies? I love watching, yeah. A lot of great movies out there. And here, I'm a little upset because there aren't that many Indians in movies. We all play the same roles, right? We're always the cab driver, the terrorist, is right, the subway worker, I don't know, we got all that. But, ma'am, I know you're listening to me. We need an Indian James Bond. Yes, because it'd be so great, wouldn't it? Because he'd be riding around in his shiny, hot, red, souped-up Camry, and he'd be Agent 007, 11. His next movie would be Dr. No. And his name would be the best, because he would be my name is Bond. Dr. James Bandurangarala Palli Venkata Santa Surya Lakshmi Narasimha Chakravarti. Thank you guys, my name is Raghu. Thank you.
Give it up for Raghu one more time, let him hear it! That was weak, let him hear it, let's go! Raghu, everybody!